You wake up to an alarm that screams obligation. Not yours, someone else's. The clock ticks like a countdown to a life you didn't sign up for. You drag yourself through traffic, through fluorescent lights, through meetings that feel like cages. You're not here because you want to be. You're here because the world told you this is how it's done. Work hard, pay bills, die quietly. But you feel the lie. It sits in your chest, heavy, like a stone you've carried too long. You're not lazy. You're not lost. You're a Sigma male. And this 9-to-5 wasn't built for you. You see the others, chasing promotions, collecting titles like trophies. They fit the system. You don't. Not because you're broken, but because you're awake. You've always known it. The system isn't freedom. It's a trap that promises safety but delivers chains. A trap that rewards conformity but punishes truth. You're not alone in this feeling. There's a quiet rebellion in your bones, a fire that refuses to dim. This is your guide, your map, to escape the 9-to-5 trap and reclaim the life that's yours. You've always been different. Not louder, not flashier, just deeper. You think in ways others don't. You see patterns where they see rules. You feel the weight of a world that demands you bend, that begs you to fit. But you don't. You can't. Not because you're stubborn, but because you're honest. The Sigma male doesn't follow. He doesn't lead. He walks alone, guided by a compass no one else can read. You've been called aloof, misunderstood, a lone wolf who doesn't play the game. But you're not running from the world. You're running towards something else, something true, something yours. This rebellion isn't loud. It's not protests or speeches. It's the quiet refusal to live a life that doesn't belong to you. You've felt it since you were young. The rules didn't make sense. The expectations felt hollow. You didn't want to climb their ladder. You wanted to build your own. And yet, the world pulls you back. It whispers safety, security, stability. But you know the truth. Those are just prettier names for chains. The 9-to-5 isn't just a job. It's a machine that grinds down your soul, hour by hour, day by day. You sit at your desk, your mind alive with ideas, but your hands are tied to tasks that mean nothing to you. You're not built for this. The Sigma male thrives in freedom, in creation, in silence, but the 9-to-5 demands noise. It demands performance. It demands you pretend to care. You've tried to fit. You've worn the mask. You've smiled at the right moments, nodded at the right cues, but inside, you're screaming. Not with anger, with clarity. You see the absurdity, the endless meetings, the petty politics, the race for titles you don't want. It's not that you can't succeed. You could. You're brilliant. You're disciplined. But success in their world feels like failure in yours. The 9-to-5 breaks you because it wasn't made for you. It was made for those who follow, who conform, who trade their dreams for a paycheck. But you're different. You don't want their rewards. You want your freedom. There are chains you can't see. They're not made of steel, but they're stronger. They're the lies you've been told, the fears you've internalized, the habits you've let define you. First, the myth of security. They told you a steady job is safe, but safety is a cage. It's a promise that your soul will starve so your body can survive. You've seen it, the men who traded their dreams for pensions, their fire for predictability. You don't want that. You never did. Second, the fear of failure. You're not afraid of falling. You're afraid of what it means. The world will call you reckless, irresponsible, a fool, But failure isn't the end. It's the forge where your strength is made. You failed before. You survived. You grew. Third, the need to be seen. You don't crave applause, but you crave understanding. You want the world to see your brilliance, to know your worth, but the 9-to-5 doesn't reward your depth. It rewards your compliance. Stop seeking their validation. Your value doesn't need their eyes. Fourth, the weight of routine. You've let the days blur together. Wake, work, sleep, repeat. It's not laziness. It's surrender. You've let the system dictate your rhythm, but you're not a machine. You're a creator. Break the cycle. Choose your own tempo. Fifth, the illusion of loyalty. You've stayed too long, not for love, but for duty. You feel you owe them your boss, your team, the system. But loyalty to a machine is betrayal of yourself. You owe your soul more. Sixth, the comfort of familiarity. The trap feels safe because you know it. You know the pain. You know the rhythm. The unknown is scarier, but the unknown is where you thrive. It's where your power lies. Step into it. These chains aren't your fault. They're the world's design, but you have the strength to break them. You always have. You don't need their permission. You don't need their map. The Sigma male doesn't follow paths. He carves them. But carving is hard. It's lonely. It's uncertain. You'll doubt yourself. You'll question your worth. That's not weakness. That's the price of freedom. Start small, not with grand gestures, but with quiet decisions. Say no to what doesn't serve you. Say yes to what lights your soul. Your path doesn't need to look like theirs. It doesn't need a corner office, a title, a suit. It needs your truth. What do you love? What makes your mind hum, your heart race, your soul expand? That's your compass. That's your guide. You don't need to quit tomorrow. You don't need to burn it all down, but you need to start. Today, now. Read, create, learn, build something small, something yours. A project, a skill, a vision. The world won't understand. They'll call you reckless. They'll call you strange. Let them. Their words can't touch you. Not anymore. Your path is yours alone. It's not straight. It's not easy. But it's true. You've always been alone. Not lonely. Alone. There's a difference. Loneliness is a wound. Solitude is a strength. You've known this since you were young, when you'd sit in silence, watching the world spin, knowing you didn't belong to it. The 9-to-5 hates your solitude. It demands connection, collaboration, conformity. But you thrive in the quiet. Your best ideas, your deepest truths, they come when you're alone. Embrace it. Not as a curse, but as a gift. Your solitude is your power. It's where you find clarity, where you hear your own voice. The world will try to pull you back. It will tempt you with noise, with distractions, with promises of belonging. But you don't need to belong. You need to be free. Freedom isn't loud. It's not a mansion or a yacht. It's the quiet certainty that your life is yours, that your time is yours, that your soul is yours. You don't need to be louder. You don't need to be seen. You just need to be true. You're not here to fit in. You're not here to follow. You're here to become. The 9-to-5 was never your destiny. It was a detour, a lesson, a chain you've now outgrown. You've felt the fire inside you. It's been there all along, waiting for you to listen. It's not anger. It's not ambition. It's purpose. You're not broken. You're not Londoned. You're a Sigma male. And your strength lies in your silence, your depth, your refusal to bend. The world will never understand you, and that's okay. You don't need their applause. You need your own truth. Take the first step. Not tomorrow, not next week. Now, your life is waiting. Not in a cubicle, not in a paycheck, but in the quiet moments where you choose yourself. You are the lone wolf. Your path is yours alone. Walk it, live it, own it. The trap is behind you, the world is ahead, and it's yours to shape.